Hey, what's up triathletes? Taren here. If you've got a big race coming up, that means that it is time to taper. Stick around because we're going to give you a 1 to 3 week plan for how to nail your taper, get ready for your next race. So if you have an important race coming up in the next few weeks, that means that it is taper time. Kick back and relax because the next 10 to 21 days are not meant to kill yourself anymore. It's time to soak up all that training and get a little bit faster. Now this is the time to let your body recover and start firing on all cylinders. At this point your training is done, so resist the urge to get in that last workout or extra interval. The work is already done at this point, so all that extra effort is going to do nothing but tire you out, potentially ruin your race. And as we know, after just a couple of days, we start feeling better, but fatigue is so much deeper than just a couple of days. So depending on your age, the distance of your race, the importance of your race, your taper should last anywhere from 10 to 21 days, not just a few. If your race is more important, if your race is longer, like a half Ironman or an Ironman, or if you're a little bit older, it should probably start edging towards that 21-day mark. For shorter races like sprints, Olympics, young athletes who recover really quick, or if it's not that important a race, it can be closer to that 10-day mark. Regardless of the length of the taper, whether it's 10 or 21 days, this plan should give you a really good starting point to get you set up for that taper. Now you're going to start off your taper with 1 to 3 days almost entirely off, and the purpose of this is to flush out a lot of that accumulated fatigue. You can either take those days completely off, or you can limit yourself to no more than 60 minutes at nothing faster than a zone 2 effort. So this is barely just jogging pace for a little bit of time. But if you take those entire 3 days off, like I currently am at the moment, your body's gonna be pretty happy. Now after those 1 to 3 days off are at super low volumes, and up to about 3 to 4 days from the race, you start sharpening. This means performing some sessions that are very specific to your race. So you could be practicing your swim start, your transition 1, your transition 2, sighting, but in general, you really want to bring down your volume to probably around half the volume that you were doing before the taper started. But that said, what you do include is some short, quick efforts to keep your body in the habit of turning over the legs, turning over the arms, and getting that speed up quite a bit. But the trick is to stop yourself in every one of these workouts before you dig yourself a hole. So do the workout until you feel good, do a proper warm down. You don't ever want to finish one of these taper workouts feeling cooked or really even taxed. At about 3 to 4 days out from the race, that period of the taper should end. This is where you start managing the logistical issues of the race. So start dialing in your travel, getting your nutrition in order, giving your bike one good last cleaning because a clean bike is a fast bike, checking your tires and tubes for quality, making sure that there's no punctures and maybe replacing them so that you got a brand new set of rubber under the wheels there. And then when you finally get to the location of the triathlon, absolute perfect timing for this is to arrive at the location of the triathlon 2 days out from the race and using that as a full recovery day, doing no workouts, drive the bike course and bike the run course. After that 2 days out where you're doing essentially nothing and getting yourself nice and fresh, the day before you want to do a small workout of 20-20-20 to get your body ready to move again. So do a short 20-minute swim, a short 20-minute bike, and a short 20-minute run. With each of them, do some very slight 10 to 20 second efforts, getting yourself up to race pace and moving your heart rate up a little bit. Make sure in the swim you do some sighting to see if there are sight lines like trees or bright objects that you can look at as you're in the swim. Know where the buoys are, know where the entrance is, know where the exit is, and where you're turning towards transition. Go walk through transition so you can figure out a good place to put your bike. Little pro tip for you is to move your bike as close to the bike exit as possible so that your run through transition isn't carrying a bike with you. But map out the entrance, the exit, where your bike is in all the racks so that you know exactly where to go throughout the day. Do a quick practice of transition 1 and transition 2 just to go through that routine and remind your brain of the steps that you take. And if you're doing a longer race where you might have some special needs throughout the race, map out where the best porta potty is. And then finally figure out where the water, nutrition stations are, and if all things go to hell, where you can find shelter if you need to take it and get off the course. The night before your race, all you should be doing is packing your transition bag and going through a checklist that you created a few days before when you weren't stressed out or worrying about the next morning. Make sure that everything on that checklist is in the bag, pack it nicely so that you don't have to worry about that the next morning. And if you have your breakfast figured out for the next morning, get that all ready too to save yourself some time the morning of the triathlon. And at this point, you should be fully tapered, ready to kill that triathlon. You shouldn't have to worry about anything besides getting a good sleep, getting enough nutrition in the morning, and showing up ready to go. As far as triathlon nutrition goes, I've got another video that I'll link to over in the side here that gives you a full 24-hour triathlon nutrition plan to get you started. But as always, happy and hard training, and good luck in your next triathlon. Taper, 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 taper. Lots of taper.